One of the biggest misconceptions in the spiritual space is that to get more guidance, you need to do more. You need to have an incredibly long morning ritual with candles and tea and hour-long meditations and journaling practices just to hear your own inner voice. But let's be real. If you are a working professional, a mom, a human being in 2026, you don't have time for all those extra steps, and you definitely don't have time for a second job of being intuitive. It should be something, and it is something, that is just part of you. The truth is, your intuition is already there. It's already ingrained in you. You don't need to call it in. But what you do need is to stop it from being drowned out. Today, we're talking about the 3 blocks that are crowding out your guidance and how to clear the space without adding a single thing to your to-do list. The first block that we struggle with is immediate input. From the moment we wake up, we check our phones, check the news, check social media, read our email. Before we've even had a chance to check on our own internal data, we're already filling our minds with other people's opinions and agendas. Think about the last time you were in a flow state. Maybe you were gardening or driving down the country roads without the radio on. These are usually when the best downloads happen because you're not inputting, you're simply just being. You're allowing the information to come. For working professionals, our entire day is receiving input. If your brain is 100% occupied with input and data, then there's not enough bandwidth for you to receive data from your spiritual team. It's not that you've lost connection, it's that the line is busy. The good news is you don't need an hour-long meditation to fix this. You just need about the first 5 minutes of your day. Intentional non-consumption is what can be the difference between your day being complete chaos or having a day where you feel guided. The second block is micro-decision fatigue. By the time you get to the big intuitive hits, you have already spent most of your time making 1,000 tiny decisions. You've spent so much mental energy on what should I wear today? What are the kids going to eat? How should I word this email? As high achievers, we're literally paid to be logical, and we pride ourselves on having answers. But that constant state of being in the weeds with the data, it creates a lot of constant noise. This is why you might find that you get your best shortcuts or breadcrumbs or downloads, whatever word you want to use, when you're doing mundane tasks like having a shower or doing the laundry. In those moments, your brain literally checks out because the tasks that you're doing are just so simple. They're second nature. You're on autopilot. Your brain finally stops overanalyzing for 5 minutes, and it allows your intuitive team to finally start dropping in some downloads. If you're feeling blocked, you don't need more spiritual work. You probably just need to stop forcing your logical brain to make 1,000 tiny decisions a day. It's time to delegate. The third block is the false sense of urgency. We live in a world that demands attention and answers immediately. Always. Before you even have time to process the question, you're expected to have a response. But I'm not sure if you've noticed, intuition doesn't work on a deadline. When you feel pressured to answer and answer immediately, you're not tapping into your intuition, you're tapping into your anxiety. There's a very specific energy when you're trying to force a sign from your intuition or your spiritual team or the universe, and it's a very fast-paced, frantic energy. It feels nothing like intuition. Intuition is like a neutral knowing. It's a calm, quiet flow state. It's a steady energy that doesn't scream or shout, and it doesn't demand that you make decisions immediately. If you feel a sense of must know or must get the answer immediately or right now, that is your ego or your stress response getting into the front seat. Personally, when I feel that urgency rising, the most productive thing I can do is walk away. Now, it's usually not a very easy thing to do, but sometimes I just need that 20 minutes to walk away and take a breather and try to turn off my brain and stop thinking about this question or this task. Because usually the second you let go of the need to know, that's when the information sends a ping. If you feel like your connection has been quiet or even lost lately, try looking at and assessing your environment. Do this before you start looking at your connection. Are you crowded? Are you exhausted? Are you rushed? These are all things that are going to contribute to that disconnected feeling. Clearing these blocks isn't about adding more things to your to-do list. It's about reclaiming the space that already belongs to you. Your guidance is already there. It's just waiting for the noise to die down. If you want to look closer at what is specifically getting in the way of you and your connection, I have created a connection audit. It's a set of reflection tools inside the Revive Your Intuition workbook. It is not a list of more things to do. It's a reflective tool to help you identify what you can stop doing so your intuition can start leading the way. If you want to take a closer look at what is specifically getting in the way of you and your guidance, I have created a connection audit. This is a set of reflective tools in the Revive Your Intuition workbook, which you can find in the link in the description below. This is not a set of tasks. It's not something to add to your to-do list. But it is to help you identify what you can stop doing so that you can start letting your intuition and your inner guidance lead the way. I'm Amanda, the Intuitive Wife, helping make the spiritual practical. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.